All right. Well, we've got a very exciting matchup in the TYT fantasy football playoffs. It starts this week. Once again, the Conversation versus the Kraken. That's Tom Hanc. This was actually the finals last year. We're both in the playoffs again, but this time we faced each other in the first week because we were the 2 and 3 seeds. And I scored the most amount of points in the league again this year. I happen to be the lower seed, but that's just luck. Last year, I had the most invincible team of all time, and Hank just pulled some nonsense maneuver and accidentally won. But this year, we're going to make up for that. First of all, let me just really quick list you my team so you get a sense of how fantastic it is. Matthew Stafford at quarterback. He's been great all year. Then, like, the two most underrated
He hasn't been great all year.
Just because. Two most underrated receivers in the entire league, Jordy Nelson and Victor Cruz. Just silent killers. Like, they walk around every week. You're like, oh, it's not a big deal. Jordy Nelson, Victor Cruz, not a big deal. They're killing you every week. And then my tight end, Gronkowski. Like, the best fantasy player, apparently, in history. Running backs, Ryan Matthews, Frank Gore, Arian Foster. How's that team going to lose? Look at this weak sauce team I'm going to go up against, okay? Yeah, Cam Newton, he's a flash in the pan. He's a little flashy. He's okay, right? Wes Welker, usually great, but you never know. Sometimes it's off weeks. Ray Rice, great. Jimmy Graham, great. But look at this weak spot. Kevin Smith. He's going to pull his ear in like the first quarter. He's like, oh man, oh Jesus. So I don't even have to worry about him. CJ Spiller. This guy's in the playoffs starting CJ Spiller. What is this? Mental, okay? And then Santana Moss. Santana Moss is on every losing team in the history of Rotis, okay? So it'll be, if he wins, well, then things have gone terribly wrong in this universe. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes the Rotis gods, you know, they do funny things. But if all things being even, I should crush the Kraken. I'm going to release it and then crush it. So find out what happens next week. Yeah,
Steve Ho.
What's up? What's up?
Talk to me about fantasy football. You got the 1 seed.
Yeah, the best team in the league. Oh, that was a bad start.
Talk to me while you're playing darts.
All right, so I play against some guy named Boink.
Oh.
Boink. Look at that. That's what I'm gonna do to him. Look at that.
Wow, you're actually doing pretty good.
Oh, look at that. Anyway, back to me. So my team's gonna be awesome. It has been awesome. Number 1 in the whole league. Anyway, running backs: LaShawn McCoy and Marion Barber. Because unfortunately, I lost DeMarco Murray. I lost Matt Forte. Doesn't matter though. And my receivers are fantastic. I got Miles Austin, Laurent Robinson, and Brandon Marshall. Terrific across the board. My tight end, I have Kevin Boss. Whoops. Anyway, it was great last week. We'll see how he does this week. But most importantly, I have as my quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. How does he do it? This way? Yeah.
Yeah.
This way?
The discount.
Or is it this way?
The discount double check from the front.
Is it this from the front?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
There
Aaron Rodgers. He and I would put on the championship belt. If I win, I'll actually buy a belt and just wear it around my waist.
Oh, I hope that.
Around the office, just walking around. What now? What now? And my opponent, whoever he is,
Boink.
yeah, whatever. I don't care what his name is. Boing, Coink, who cares? I don't even know who he has on his team, but it doesn't matter. They suck. I'm gonna make him my bitch for this weekend. You hear me, Boink? I'm coming for you.
Do it one more time.
That's right.
Don't do that ever again. Tell me about fantasy football.
That would help, huh?
We are going to have a rematch of the championship game of last year, the Kraken versus the Conversation. That's my team, the Kraken, versus Cenk's team, the Conversation. Last year it was Cenk in first place, and I was barely in second place the whole season, but he destroyed everybody. He had this monster mega team. He and Steve predicted I wouldn't last in the first round of the playoffs. I made it to the championship. They, of course, predicted I would lose to Cenk. I beat Cenk. Now, in the first round of this year, Steve, the audio guys, he's got the best monster team. I finished in second place, tied with the same record, but he had a higher point total. My team has been coming on strong, but also decimated by the injuries of Fred Jackson and Andre Johnson. and I have to face Cenk in the first round. Steve plays Ricardo from South America, who's a big TYT fan. So we're down to 4 teams. First week of the playoffs is this weekend. Cenk should crush me this year, I'm not going to lie. The injuries to my team are not good. I'm deciding between Kevin Smith of the Lions and Demarius Thomas for my flex spot, so you kind of see where I am. Both risky choices. But I have a pretty good team, so I could pull off another upset this year. We'll see. Will the Kraken defeat the conversation? We'll find out after Monday night.